I'm Amy Cherry. A Palm Coast man twice convicted for the murders of his elderly neighbors is off death row, at least for now. The state's highest court, in a decision 4-3, has ordered yet another sentencing hearing for David Snellgrove, in the wake of last year's ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court that declared Florida's death penalty unconstitutional. The court ruled in order for someone to be sentenced to death, the jury must unanimously find a person guilty as well as find aggravating factors in the case. Both times Snellgrove was sentenced to die for the killings of Glenn Fowler and his wife Vivian, the juries weren't unanimous in their decisions. The Fowlers were brutally beaten and stabbed to death in 2000 in their home in the city's B section.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
A bicyclist is critical after being struck in a hit-and-run in Flagler County over the weekend. Mary Rose Hamilton reports.
Carrie Lee Milich, a cyclist, was struck by a car at the intersection of Belterre Parkway and State Road 100 Saturday afternoon. The driver of the car initially drove off but was later located. Milich, 57 of Bunnell, was taken to Halifax Hospital in Daytona Beach in critical condition. An FHP release later identified the driver of the Ford F-150 as Michael Bailey of Palm Coast, 61. Bailey left the scene and was later found by Flagler County Sheriff deputies not far from the scene. The investigator called the victim's injuries possibly life-threatening. Charges are pending. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Mary Rose Hamilton.
The Flagler County School Board will decide tomorrow just how much money the new superintendent of schools will make. Ben Smith has the details.
The Flagler County School Board will vote Tuesday on the initial contract for new superintendent James Tager, who takes the helm of the school district on June 1st. The contract includes Tager's starting base salary of $135,000. He replaces Jacob Oliva, who put in 17 years with the school system before taking a state-level position in education. Tager spent twice that amount of time with Volusia County Schools, most recently as principal of Atlantic High School. Tager's contract is for 3 years and includes cost of living adjustments and performance incentives. He plans to initially focus on boosting Flagler County's graduation rate. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Ben Smith.
The Top Gun Award.
And this year it goes to Deputy Richard Pekosik with the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. He is Crime Stoppers of Northeast Florida's Law Enforcement Officer of the Year. He was nominated by his boss, Sheriff Rick Staley, who says Pekosik goes above and beyond.
He risked his life along with some other deputies and firefighters in January at a vehicle crash where he actually went into the water, helped rescue a person that otherwise would have drowned, started CPR on him, and basically brought this victim back to life.
Pekosik, who's been with the force since 2014, has also shown compassion and empathy on the job. Last year, he paid for a hotel for a homeless man in Bunnell who he found sleeping on a park bench. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.